make sure you're following up with the IRS and make sure you're getting a letter from them, because we have it happen so many times a year. Somebody will come to us and they'll say, hey, I got this letter from the IRS and they're saying that I'm not an S corporation, and they've been filing S-corp tax returns for like 3 years. Hey everybody, this is Halstead and Andrew McMillan with REH CPA. Today I wanted to talk about making your S-corp election. Some of you are aware that whenever you make an S-corp election, you file what's called a Form 2553 to elect to be an S corporation. Some of you think that that's all that needs to happen. You just do that. What I want to do is talk today with Andrew about, once you file that 2553, what should you expect? What should you do? So I wanted to go over that today with Andrew. Andrew, so somebody who just filed their Form 2553 to elect to be an S corporation, now what?
So first thing, you need to be on the lookout for your acceptance letter from the IRS. So once you file that Form 2553 in 2 to 3 months, 60 days, 2 to 3 months, you should receive a response from the IRS saying that they've accepted your S election and the effective date of when that S election is. So you want to make sure that you get that letter, and unfortunately, sometimes you get the letter, sometimes you don't. It's just it's a tough spot right now. I know the IRS is severely overwhelmed with information and printed paper returns, but you want to make sure that you get an acceptance from the IRS on whether or not they accepted your paperwork.
Right. So what should I do if I don't hear from the IRS?
So if you don't hear from the IRS, I always direct our clients to call the IRS and inquire about your Form 2553. Ask them, has it been accepted? Do you have it on file? Is my entity, is my LLC, my Inc., is it recognized as an S corporation in the eyes of the IRS?
Yeah. And usually what they'll do is they'll send you another confirmation out.
They will. So, and you want to make sure that you keep a record of, like, if you once you get that letter, keep that letter. Like, send it to your CPA, scan it, make a copy of it. You want to keep a record of that in case anything ever comes up in the future.
So what if I'm listening to this video and I thought I was an S corp, but I'm now realizing I never filed the 2553? What should I do?
Yeah, so, we get questions like that all of the time. The good thing is the IRS has some late election relief out there. Even coming off these 2 unique years with COVID, there's usually some reasonable calls. There's some options that we can take to help get your entity where it needs to be.
But time is of the essence.
But time is of the essence. It's not something that you can wait 3, 4, 5, 6 years, and just deal with it when you decide to want to deal with it. It's definitely something that should be at a high priority if you think that you may have an issue here.
Right. So I can't emphasize how important it is that you get your confirmation from the IRS that your S corp was elected. So when you file that 2553, make sure you've got the green card. Send it certified, right? Make sure you keep that green card, because that green card is worth gold to you. Make sure, or if you fax it to them, make sure you keep the fax confirmation, some kind of proof that you sent that to them on a certain date. And then if you don't get that confirmation, make sure you're following up with the IRS and make sure you're getting a letter from them, because we have it happen so many times a year. Somebody will come to us and they'll say, hey, I got this letter from the IRS and they're saying that I'm not an S corporation, and they've been filing S-corp tax returns for like 3 years. And the S-corp finally, the IRS after 3 years will send a letter to you saying, hey, you've been sending these 1120 S's in, but you're not an S corporation. And they're not keeping those. They're not filing them. They're shredding them. And it's in effect like you have not been filing a tax return for all those years. And for us to fix it then can be a huge problem. So I can't tell you how important it is to make sure and get that confirmation from the IRS that they have accepted your S election. So if you think that you may have a problem with your S election, or if you want to just discuss it with us, just give us a call and we'll sit down and help you out. Thanks.